Okay. Could you just introduce yourself first?
Yes, hi, my name is Andrew Needham, and I'm the founding partner of a company called Face, and we own a web community, word-of-mouth community called Headbox.
Excellent. In terms of word of mouth, what exactly did it mean to you prior to today's conference?
Well, I'm very excited about the whole word-of-mouth industry, what is happening, and in terms of what it meant to me, it focuses on one consumer recommending to another consumer. It means generating credible, genuine conversations between consumers. I think word of mouth means to me almost telling the companies to get out of the way and let the dialogue between consumers take place, and sit back and watch and learn from those conversations. And I think companies like to try and push their ideas onto consumers, and I think the consumer is now much more in control of the dialogue and the relationship they want to have with brands. So I think we need to be coming up with new ways of trying to enable consumers to have their conversations, to recommend things to each other, to spread word of mouth, and to make this as natural and as normal as possible. And if we can embrace that into the marketing industry, then I think we're doing very well.
You've thought about this a lot
I have,
today. Excellent, brilliant.
Yeah.
How do you sort of currently use word of mouth marketing? Or?
Well, because I use word of mouth through this web community called Headbox, and we have set up in May of this year. We set up Headbox, and it is a place. We don't call it a community yet. We call it a place for 30,000 16 to 25-year-olds to share their ideas, their opinions, their creativity, and to get rewarded for it.
Brilliant.
And the whole, from a marketing perspective, the whole point of Headbox and what we're bringing to clients is to involve Headboxers in every stage of the marketing process. So almost enable Headboxers to become an extension of a company's marketing department.
Do you mind me asking, I'm going slightly off the list of
questions,
but just purely because of the age
yeah.
The conversations that were taking place throughout the panel discussions, obviously the first one was largely around ethics, best practice.
Yes.
What's your sort of take on that sort of debate at the moment?
Yes, yeah. Well, my view about that is I think this is a very self-moderating industry, and I think particularly when you look at the younger audience, you look at 16 to 25-year-olds, they are very savvy. I think they will know when someone is trying to push a product on them, trying to sell it to them, and I think that if companies deploy unethical practices, they will be found out, and they will be almost shut down, I think, in terms of trying to create a credible, genuine word-of-mouth conversation within that particular age group or within that audience. So I probably lend myself more to the school of thought that says, let's try and have a code of practice that captures best practice, that encourages encourages companies to follow certain guidelines, rather than trying to make it a thing about ethics and telling people what they can't do.
Sure.